Trouble ahead.
شنو؟
Spectres are attacking the fort.
Seeing no ground. Take them down. Hold fire! That fellow's not dead! Shepherd, I said hold your fire!
Away with you!
They never learn, do they?
Think I'm under threat.
Hold there! None in, none out. Not living nor dead.
Name's Red McCraith. I'm obviously a banisher. Open the door there. I've business within.
Your business is, if you'll excuse my articulating the evident, not my business. I have my orders. You can't come in.
I hear you, friend. What's your name?
The name's Andrew White, and you seem a pleasant fellow. I like a Scot, me, but standing here, I'm on duty. And when I'm on duty, I'm not your friend. Listen, mate, folk in here have problems enough, and I can't be disobeying orders. Either priests or Pennington would have my guts, and I fancy neither.
بيلينغتون ما ادري هذا مر علينا ذي الاثنين ولا لا.
Bennington knows me. He'll know I can help.
I'm sure he does. But put one dead man down, and 3 come back next day. Round here, sweet victory fast turns bitter. Bottom line is, the captain is indisposed, and I'll not add your complications to the pile. Now, you want to lend a hand? Mrs. Priest and her party are overdue. You can't miss the outpost. It looks out across the valley. If you could find her, and make sure she doesn't die, you'd surely gain her favor. And favor, as they say, opens doors.
Get in a fight and find your boss and dig her out of whatever hole she's in. All right. I can do that.
They have spectre troubles. Let's first clear the nearby nest to relieve the fort, then deal with the missing.
يبغى ننقذ
How holds
المسؤولة
the
هنا.
fort? Precariously, that's how. Our strength dwindles, and we'll soon run out of powder. Priest took Williams and that other fella, and off they went, scavenging for supplies. They've not yet returned.
It's dangerous out there. The scavenger may easily become the...
Heard any good scuttle lately?
The dead are coming, and you want to gossip.
Right.
Find our friends back.
I'll try. As soon as I take...
Death knocks at their gates. No wonder they won't open.
They don't have a choice. Another attack may overrun them.
The nest might be near. There's a trail to follow in the snow.
لازم نروح ننظف العش.
More coming.
Come and get your breakfast, boys. Piss off.
You're within one red thread.
Ending spectres. The fort will run out of powder.
These pests don't spring from nowhere. This isn't over yet. You shouldn't stay in there. Can I join in too?
قدرت تشوفي.
That's it. That's the place. Fill in the hole. Bury them all.
نط. ايش ما ينط؟
I should buy the fort a little time.
Let's hope it's not too late for the famous Mrs. Priest.
وين ال في لفت؟ ما ادري في طريق سري هنا ولا شكله كذا خلاص. المهمتين اللي طلعت يمكن حق الاوتوبوست.
Stuck.
Looks like you're walking.
Looks like.
I wonder how many there are in the fort.
Fewer by the day, I'll wager. Still, better to be inside than out.
They never learn, do they? You're wasting your time on this one.
This one's protected.
The mountain is awash with spectres.
Would the foraging party really come this way?
That would explain why they haven't returned.
Picking up something spectral nearby.
ممنوع الصيد، ممنوع المرور حتى. ما ادري ايش اليوم قاعد يقطع واجد، فريم ريت قاعد يتعذب. كنا الثلج.
Did you feel that?
واضح ان الثلج مأثر على الفريمات. ما شاء الله حتى الشبح شايل همهم.
This one's not been dead long.
Let's hope he stays that way. Looks like they were taken by surprise. There's more of them.
سريع هذا.
They brought more friends. done. Hurry! She's being overrun! Come on!
اصبر. أنصحك فيها ولا لا؟ أولا حياك الله يا حميد. والله على حسب إيش جوك أنت بالضبط.
Shall we?
تحط شعار God of War معناته على الأقل جوك God of War. يعني اللعبة مش هي متخذة نفس الأسلوب في اللعب، نفس God of War، بس طبعا مش نفس المستوى، وتعتمد على القصة أكثر من اللعب. القتالات أنا أشوفها تطورت مع الوقت، بس في البداية كانت شوي بسيطة. بس إذا تبي قصة موجودة، قصة حلوة، خاصة القصص الجانبية بعد ممتازة. قتالات في قتالات، بس إنه يعني أغلبها اختيارية، أما القتالات الرئيسية شوي. في نفس الوقت مثل ما قلت لك لازم تطور القدرات عشان تبدأ تستمتع. حاضرين ما عليك.
Behind you!
Don't let it crush you. Did we miss a few? Stop that spectre before it possesses the corpse.
Are you sure you're not hurt?
I'm fine. Stop fussing. A timely arrival. You'll be Haskell's Banishers. Thank you. Thank you both.
You can see me.
Clear as day, just as I can see. This is my husband.
أوف زوجها.
I am Helen Priest.
Antea Duarte. This is my partner, Red McGrath.
It is rare that the living can see the lingering dead.
All I know is one day I woke after 7
طبعا الميزة الأساسية في اللعب أيضا في القتال
was back.
إنك تقدر
It was as
تقاتل
if my
بالاثنين في
prayers
نفس
had
الوقت،
last been answered.
اللي هو
That was
الرجال
enough for
والمرأة.
me.
In times of danger, I am duty
تقدر
bound
كذا
to protect the woman I
تسوي
love.
سويتش بينهم.
You understand?
بس أحس إنه كان ممكن يكون أحسن من كذا بعد.
What was it like for you? After my own death, I floated outside of time without knowing what was happening to me.
Floating outside of time. Yes, that's exactly it.
True love finds a way. That's all that matters.
الحب وما يسوي.
Andrew White sent us. He thought you might be in trouble. Plainly, you needed your guardian angel.
We needed more than one. Thanks to you, we'll resupply the camp. Matthews and Williams did not die in vain.
This was a risky expedition. But Helen had no choice. If the survivors were to rely on Pennington alone, the fort would have already fallen.
I suspect that's so.
الخيارات الصعبة لازم
Sometimes difficult
حد
choices must be
يسويها.
made. That's courage.
All the courage in the world will be worthless if those in command won't match it.
Pennington did this while monsters relentless besieged the fort. But make no mistake, these men's deaths are on the captain's conscience. If he has one.
How so?
7 years ago, a plague came to New Eden. Pennington quarantined the sick in the mines, walled them up. They were dark times. Hard times. None knew what the morrow would bring. We all lost much. Too much. As second in command, Sebastian volunteered to stay. Walled in with the others, he held out the longest. He died a hero.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. هلا ايفيا.
They demand revenge.
الحمد لله رب العالمين بخير، جالك بخير.
I watched them die. Soldiers and miners, sick and hungry, begging for help they knew would never come.
وش اخبارك؟ انت طيب ان شاء الله؟
Captain Pennington has much blood on his hands.
كابتن بينينغتون، واضح ان هذا الضحية الجاية.
I'm sorry. You've been through a lot.
We have. We are, and will persist till we prevail.
We should get back to the fort. We will escort you.
ايه بينينغتون هذا اللي كان في نيو ايدن. نفسية. اذا 100% هو الضحية الجاي. علياء، حياك الله يا علياء، معلش. احس اسمي ايش؟ ما فهمت اسمي ايش؟ شمات. انا ما ادري ايفيا هو اسم ولد ولا بنت، صراحة انا شكيت بعد،
If there's a way out,
فاعذريني. هو ايفيا انت ولا عليا ولا ايفيا اسم شخصية ولا ايش؟ اسم صعب. الحين نطقي لها صحيح ولا غلط؟
wasn't I always?
احس ان نطقي صحيح.
Impressive. You
كرتونية.
Banishers are quite something.
That's all her.
A Banisher marched with my father's infantry. Good for morale, he said.
Soldiers
صح،
usually
اوكي.
carry their ghosts with them.
بس مشكلة اذا ما تعرف الشخصية ما راح تعرف
Good for our business.
اذا هو ولد
I
ولا
take it
بنت.
that's how you met. I know a soldier when I see him fight.
I never worked for the army, but something like that.
We'll come back for you, my friend.
My sympathies.
وين وصلت؟ انا احس اني وصلت قريب النهاية. يعني تونا ما رجعنا لنيو ايدن، بس يعني خلاص الحين احنا لفينا من مكان ثاني، يعني خلصنا المكان هذا والحين رحنا المكان اللي فوق، فأظن بعد ما بقى الا نيو ايدن. اتوقع انه كذا يعني. بس ما يندر، يمكن الفصل الاخير يكون طويل واجد.
All of this for 2 miserable powder boxes. How low has Pennington brought us?
If you didn't like him, why did you follow him?
I followed his reputation, but he's no longer the same man.
What would you do in his place?
I'm doing it. He sits behind his walls waiting for them to fall, and I'm out here fighting to live. We're fighting for our lives. The captain is in the way.
These internal conflicts are a risk for the
لا
stability.
قاعد ابث في نفس الوقت.
A necessary risk for the
انا قاعد
survival
ابث
of
في
all.
تويتش، بس اني قاعد ابث في نفس
I
الوقت.
agree. This must
اللي موجود في اليوتيوب والتويتش هو نفسه. بثيت بثين بس كل بث اطول من الثاني. يعني خلصنا هاي كله. ما ادري، احس اللعبة مش طويلة واجد. الحين باقي هذا وهذا وبعدين بيبقى هاي. اتوقع أغلب الناس يقولون اللعبة 25 ساعة إذا أنت ركزت على المهمات الرئيسية بس.
Leave the crates. I'll send someone back for them.
أنا تقريبا حول 14 ساعة 15.
Cleared the area of the Spectre's nest.
بس أحس إني قربت بسرعة للنهاية.
Follow me.
يمكن لأني ما قاعد أموت. اللعبة من ناحية القتال مو بصعبة واجد. لكن اللعبة يعني حسب أغلب الكلام إنها ممكن توصل 40 ساعة إذا أنت قاعد تسوي المهمات الجانبية
Open the gates.
وكل التحقيقات.
Grease! What are you lot waiting for? Open the gates!
Go talk to Pennington. Make him understand, if you can.
Where can I find him?
He hides in his office. You'll find him there.
Good to see you living, sir. Who are the others? Keep it short. I'm on duty. The other chap.
Matthews. We were ambushed. They fell.
May God have mercy on their souls.
There's ammo in the elevator. Send Shepard and Abbott to bring it back.
Captain Pennington.
No time, no way out, no hope, no way in. No time at all.
شكله بدأ يفقد السيطرة. بعدين يشبه شو اسمه اللي هاجمنا مع الساحرة.
Pennington, sir.
Mr. McWraith, you live.
أقصد إنه نفس نظام الساعة
To be done.
Work.
ونفس الحركة يعني.
You had work. A mission. To bring one last glimmer of hope. To gladden our hearts before the pit takes us all.
You secretive bastards haven't helped.
The job is done. There's no more hope and little enough time. All that remains is the pit.
إيش قاعد يسوي هذا؟
Welcome to the last stand, McWraith. Welcome to the end.
I wouldn't
أتشرف يا
surrender
علي.
just yet, Captain. I found Helen Priest. We brought
هو اليوتيوب
supplies.
فعليا
The waste of effort.
الواحد مش متعود على موضوع البثوث.
Hardly. We saved a life.
أنا أول شيء بديت
We
أبث
survived
على
and we
تويتش.
saved more.
بس ما حسيت إن التطور بطيء في تويتش. فقلت خلني أفتح اليوتيوب بعد بالمرة ونشوف.
The dead will come.
لحد الحين الأمور أحسن من تويتش.
The end is inevitable.
The end is inevitable. الناس مستعدين للقتال.
The people man the ramparts, ready to fight.
You sound like Priest. She has changed. Her return to Fort Jericho has made her impulsive, irrational, quarrelsome. I believe she did not fully grieve her husband's loss. Returning to the scene has, it seems, reopened the wound. It festers.
الساحرة قصدك الكبيرة العجوز
Now the fences crumble at the last.
ماتت خلاص من العمر. كانت كبيرة في السن واجد. هنا بنسأل عن إيش؟ تراجع من نيو إيدن.
Fair to say your tactical retreat from New Eden town has not served you.
ما
The
استفاد من
town was doomed to
التراجع.
fall to the curse. We disagreed on everything. There was nothing left to do. but
تيك توك
leave.
المشكلة يبي له مدري كم ألف متابع أو شيء عشان تقدر تبث.
No Smith gathered the board and the governor let the affair flock to him.
موضوعه صعب شوي.
We never agreed on anything in the first place.
لو أقدر أبث في التيك توك كان أوريدي بثت.
I crossed paths with the new Smith party. Thick skin did not make it.
Shame. She had a proper head on her shoulders. Without her, the band will suffer.
The governor is no more. His son takes charge. They rebuild as best they can.
Little Lammy Haskell? Truly? Well, better him than his father. May the vacuous peacock rest in peace.
As the commanding officer, you must know all
The lumps and bumps can smooth themselves.
Tell me more about yourself and your career.
I did my duty and had the fortune to return alive. That's all. We who are intimate with war tell no tale.
I thought that too. I was wrong. Silence allowed my ghosts to prosper. 'Tis good to tell our stories.
If ever I do tell, I'll not be telling you, son.
Why did you
نفسيهما.
come to New Eden, Captain? Why here?
Far from the many wars we fight, you mean? I'd shot enough Frenchmen and more than enough Indians.
Did no one come with you?
Keep to your business, son, not mine.
It's just, there's a portrait hanging on the wall. A family.
I had a wife and daughter once. I'll not entertain you with their story.
How do things stand, Captain, as you see them?
Little has changed. The dead flood from the mines. We shoot them down and gain respite. Soon, the onslaught begins anew. The clock of our extinction ticks on towards the hour. We may no more defeat the dead than we may vanquish the ocean waves.
طبعا الأشباح اللي قاعد تجي من شو اسمه المناجم ذا اللي أقول لك الموتى اللي ماتوا من الطاعون دخلوهم هناك وخلوهم يموتوا داخل.
Folk have little enough hope, and you're leading them further into the darkness.
I've heard the whispers, the murmurs, the plotting from the shadows. We hold till the last. We resist, till retribution rises from the pit and drags us all to hell.
Well, that's something worth waiting for.
I fail to see the appeal of this slow agony.
الموت البطيء هذا.
How unfortunate. Because thanks to you and the time you bought us, the agony will be all the slower.
يا أخي فقد الأمل هذا.
Permission to take my leave, Captain.
And if I refuse it?
Are you trying to recruit me, Captain? Do you really think I'd take the King's shilling?
If I were to offer enough shillings, I'm sure of it. I need no new lieutenants. But if you wish, you may stay. This key unlocks the unused watchtower. You'll bill it while you're here.
On the one hand, a captain beaten by the world. On the other, his rival, haunted and mutinous.
In a fort besieged by vengeful specters.
Behind all the shit, there's something else. Something darker.
فرناندينو ولا فرناندو اسمه.
Must we have this fight? How often must we argue?
We shall argue until you hear me.
I hear you all too well. I hear a hoggish harridan, a narrow nag, a selfish shrew.
One of these days I shall poison you soul.
If I take eyes, come and push you off it.
خلنا ناخذ الاستراحة أول.
Could be worse. Could be underground.
Good day,
فرناندو
sir.
لا نثانيو.
Nathaniel Sather at your service.
What? Mr. Sather remains to be seen. Red McCraith, by the way, the Banisher. You seem a chatty fella.
We see precious few new faces around here.
Tell me about yourself. Share.
I'm from Boston. I love it very much. So much more live. The music, the colour and the splendour, the dance of commerce.
What are you doing here then?
I'm the shop boy. When the store moves, I move with it. Old man Ingus, I came with them to New Eden intending to quickly retire. It took me on when...
بياع.
You have, as my granny would say, the power to talk the
مفروض يعني.
Little of interest. Pennington has signed John. I believe John was down the flooded mine. That can't have been fun. Maybe the militia will be good for him.
Huh? You never know who.
من البروفايل أحسك محترف إلدن.
You say that. And I defer
والله ما
to
أقدر
your
أسمي نفسي محترف لأني
Sure, it's not
صار لي
me.
كم الحين ما لعبتها. قريب السنة يمكن. بس أني حبيتها واجد. الصورة حلوة. خلني أحطها يا رجال. حاليا هي لعبتي المفضلة Elden Ring.
What can you tell me about Captain Pennington?
The captain. I've not a single bad
صورة
word to say
Godfrey بعد
about him.
حلوة
Very
قوية.
antiquated, superannuated old man. His depth of experience is inspiring. Although I shudder to think, but we should respect our elders. We should listen to their point of view, and then ignore it as we look to the future.
ناطرين الإضافة مال Elden Ring عشان نرجع لها ولحد الحين ما نزلت.
What do you think of Helen Priest then?
I'd put her in charge if I could. She's bright, trustworthy, thinks for herself. She's not married to... People here are desperate. They're sick, they need...
More generally, how fares Fort Jericho?
It's cold. Our clothes are inelegant, the walls are drab. Boston isn't much of a city, but I miss it.
You can paint a turnip red, but it still won't be a...
True, but stack enough red-painted turnips about the place, and even the dour Scotsman shall surely crack a smile.
I must go. Thank you for your time.
Take care. And
شو
mention
نسوي
it
بعد؟
No Ferdinando here.
كنت توخر يا الحبيب.